audio log number 500. That's right, audience, 500. We're here, and we're ready for the question and answers. And I'm here to answer all your questions. And I'm going to just jump straight into it. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to mention the song that's on the background. It's by Frippin' Eno, and Brian Eno's First Strike. You're going to like it. Anyway, so let's go straight into the first question. First question, and by the way, I'm going to do this in chronological order. Whoever wrote their question first to last, okay? First question is by Ian McBroke, that pathetic man. He said, will you answer this question? Yes, I will. Next question by Captain Gold. How long did it take to make Sunny? Well, it's kind of a filled question, audience, because you see, the thing is, I've been working on prototypes and versions of Sunny for many decades, actually. You see, I've built many versions of Sunny in the past, many versions of my own personal robot in the past, and Sunny would be probably I think he's my fourth fully fledged prototype. I have built other prototypes in the past, but I don't think they count. Anyway, because they don't really last very long. So this is the fourth one, I would say. Yeah, you don't include these other ones. So yeah, probably the technology that's gone into him, I would say probably about a decade. Okay. Why did you do it? Why did I build Sunny? This is one Christian CSW. He said, "Why did you do it?" Well, why did I do it? Well, I've always wanted a butler, and my life. I am such a busy person by nature. I don't have time for all the menial things. See, my time is best spent using my big brain. And if I'm using my muscles, my hands, and any physical effort, that is a waste of my precious time. So basically the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm trying to help you all, because I work for mankind, and so basically I'm doing you a favour and you should worship me. Okay, next question by Christian again, CSW. Was there actually a roller coaster in your house? I'm starting to regret doing these questions. No, there was not a roller coaster through the house. There kind of was a roller coaster. It's complicated, okay? That's the best answer you're going to get. It was complicated. So it kind of was, kind of wasn't, and it was a joke. How many times did Ian crash your car? He has crashed my car countless times. This is also by Christian CSW. How many times did he crash my car? He has crashed my car multiple times, countless times, actually. I actually don't know. I was actually lost track. I'm not even kidding. I would probably guess about a dozen times. Next question is by Cherry Cake. He said, 19? That's not a question. Yeah, 19. It's a prime number. Woo! Next question by CSW Christian. Does Jane know about Jessica? Yes, she does. Next question by Christian CSW. If you could perfect one instrument, what would it be? Ooh. I would say... I would say a synthesizer piano. Where you can. I want one of those ones that you can program every single button on the MIDI piano to have any sound you want. Because then I could create any soundtrack I want. Of course, you can program for the beats and program it for the sounds. So I could create any song ever. Fantastic question, Christian. Next question by Christian. What is your favourite old game and what is your favourite new game? This is a very simple answer. My favourite old game would be Doom, and my favourite new game would be Starfield. That's it. If you could break one law of physics, which one and why? Well, if I were to break one law of physics, the rest of the entire world would completely collapse. So this question makes no sense. You see, the whole world is based around the certain physics principles, audience. And these physics principles control the entire world. So, if I were to make any other... Okay, let's say for some reason, if I broke one, it didn't affect the others, which makes no sense, because they all logically connect with each other. I would say friction. The one, it bothers me sometimes. Anyway, Ian, if George accounts for robotics, how long is the adjective in trucks according to physical space in ounces? Easy question, easy answer. Ian's gay. Next question by Oak. Why are you a... What the heck? I'm not reading that. C-U-N-T. Why am I... I don't know. Why am I? I don't know the answer to this one! Next one is by Yasmin Tuskclaw. I shouldn't say her name. Too late. I'm not editing it out. Why do you keep calling yourself a god when you aren't one? I don't like the way that this question is answered, audience. It kind of assumes that I aren't one. You see, audience, I am a god. So this question is based on a false presupposition, and therefore I cannot answer it. So why do I keep... I'll rephrase the question with the correct presupposition. Why do you keep calling yourself God when you are a god? Well, Daku, you just answered your own question. Because I am one. Okay, next by Christian CSW. What is your favourite food that isn't J fluid? Curry. How do you make J fluid? As in, what is the exact recipe and instructions? Well, Christian, that's classified. Sort of. It's actually a concoction that are used to create for the United States military. That's right, audience. That's why it's kind of classified. You see, it was designed for optimal nutrition. And basically, it contains all nutritional components that is required for day-to-day life. I found that the exact amount of protein, carbohydrates, antioxidants, and so forth that is required for a human to live. And I divided it by the number of days, so I have the correct exact amount every single day. And it is now, and I mix it all together with a blender and something else, which I can't tell you about because that's classified. And it fills me up. I have a hole in my life, and this fills up my hole. The mouth hole. Next question. Ian, who is on your hit list? I assume... Okay, I'll tell you one person who's on my hit list. One. Okay? Yeah, you're not gonna like this answer. Justin Bieber is on my hit list. Okay? He has delivered torture to me every time I went to the supermarket back in 2011. Oh, baby, oh, Justin!
Yes, Master Jason.
I didn't call him. Please return to your duty, Sonny.
Yes, Master Jason.
Okay. Next question is by Ian. Five people highest on your hit list from this server. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. Oak is one of them. Amish is another one. Who else? Captain Edge and Nate that goes along with it. One more person. Who else do I can't stand? Keith. Next question is from the Guildmaster 3000, also known as Keith McBlock, my demented retarded nephew. Does a nose period make you gay? Why do I have to answer these questions? Okay. Does a nosebleed make you gay? No, it does not, Keith. Do all guys have bobs but gills have another because of their ovaries? Do all guys have bobs but gills have another? Oh, because of their ovaries. Oh! Do all people have breasts, but women have bigger ones because of their ovaries? You know what? That's actually not far from the truth, audience. Well, the women have ovaries because of their hormones, you see. And the hormones is what produces the larger breasts compared to men. So, in a way, kind of. But incorrect order. Another question from the Guildmaster 3000. How many holes is too many? Because some fluids have a different section. Will Muslims... okay. How many holes is too many because some fluids have a different section? 5 is too many. Will Muslims be in a lot of trouble when Jesus comes down? When Sunday comes down, Muslims will be fine, because they're good people, mostly. Some of them are nuts. If God is sovereign over all, would you agree it doesn't mean he's the author of sin? Interesting theological question. I am not qualified to answer this because I am not a theologian, so I'm going to go with a random one. Any money marketing. Yes. Considering there are first-hand degrees and second. Is that part of it? I don't know. Yes, I don't know. Leave me alone, Keith. Shaver Jappy, also known as Bark, also known as Alex. If you were given ownership of the moon, but you had to pay a monthly fee of $500,000 to keep ownership, would you? If I was given ownership of the moon? No one can own the moon, Bark. Ever heard of the space treaty that was signed many years ago? But I had to pay a monthly fee of $500,000 to keep ownership. This is kind of ridiculous. Okay, assuming that there was a way I could own the moon, $500,000 for a fee of the moon is dementedly low price. The amount of resources and the value of all the combined resources that are on the moon is literally trillions of dollars. Do you realize that the world is running out of some precious elements, audience, like helium, for example? Do you know how much of that is on the moon?
Master Jason, I am ready to perform.
Okay, just ignore that. Ian thinks it's funny. What is your bank account and PIN code by Shaman? Okay, Shaman, you little wise guy. You want to know my bank account and PIN code? What are you, Indian or something? Like an Indian scammer? Okay, my bank account is none your beeswax, and my PIN code is none your beeswax. Next question by Porta Morta. When will you shut the F up, man? Never. Mr. Cat the Wild says, so what would you say is consciousness? A lot of people struggle to answer that, and thinking deeper, it's not easier to answer. Well, I believe that the consciousness is a certain part of your brain. And that's it. That's what my thinking of consciousness is. I'm not a spiritual man, audience. I'm a man of science, a man of faith. Okay, next question is by Ian. Where's my placenta? Idiot. I don't know. Long gone. Next question by Mr. Cat the Wild. My question number 2 is the popular moral dilemma, the trolley problem. You know how it goes. 5 people are tied to one railroad track and the other has one person tied to it. You have 2 options. Pull the lever and kill one person, but 5. To save 5, or do nothing. Morally, people choose to pull the lever and save 5 people, but the thing is, you didn't tie them up, nor is it your fault that they were tied to the tracks. So by pulling the lever, you're technically killing an innocent man. Well, I'm also a pragmatic man, Mr. Cat the Wild, so I would pull the lever and save the 5 people. Next question is by Ian McBloke, and he said, where the hell is my placenta? You know what? Shut up! I'm not answering this question again! Next question is by the Mao 5, also known as Ed. Favorite movies that you can movie quotes that you can relate to. Favorite movie quotes. My favorite movie quote. You know how I came to you many years ago, bringing to you an equation that would, if possible, create a chain reaction and destroy the world? I believe we did. That's my favorite movie quote that I can relate to. For I am Jason, destroyer of worlds. I have a dark past, audience. Next question is by Isaiah, aka Captain Edge Gaming. Do you really have breasts like Ian says you do? No! Next question by Amish. Who killed JFK? Yeah, it's a classified, audience. Okay, I'll say this one. I'll give you a little hint. It was the guy from the sewer. There you go. You're lucky. You're lucky you got that out of me, okay? But I'm not going to say who that was, okay? Who was behind 9/11? It was a terrorist group, audience. It was Al-Qaeda, but it was kind of CIA knew in advance to let it happen. Next question. Do you support Hitler? Do I support Hitler? He's dead. Why can't I support someone who's dead? Next question. Are you a faggot? No. How much can you bench? This is by Amish, by the way. I forgot to mention. For the previous question, are you a F-A-G-G-O-T? And this one, how much can you bench? This is also by Amish. Next, many questions are from Amish. How much can you bench? How much can I bench press? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. 100 pounds? I don't know. Why do you scream like a sissy girl? I don't like this, because I don't scream like a sissy girl. Don't ask me questions with false presuppositions built into it, okay? I don't. Why do I not scream like a sissy girl will be the correct question. Because I'm a man. Why do you have a sex bot? Again, with the presuppositions. I do not have a sex bot. Sonny is not a sex bot. The real question would be, why don't you have a sex bot? And I'll tell you why I don't have a sex bot. Because I'm not a perverted, disgusting freak! Yes. Yeah. Why are you into robots? They better not be sexual. Okay? I'll answer that from a non-sexual standpoint. I love robots because they are handy. Okay? What? Ignore Ian. What? What? They're handy to have around, okay? They're useful. Have you ever been laid? Yeah, I'm going to choose to answer these from a non-sexual standpoint. Everything like, I have laid down onto my bed before. There you go. How many wives do you have? You know, Amish, this sounds like you're boasting, okay? Oh, you've got 2 wives. I don't want wives, okay? I'm not a disgusting sexual pervert. Next question. How come you are happy with going to hell? What's with these questions with their false presuppositions? I am not, okay, I'll reword the question, okay? How come I'm happy with not going to hell? Well, Amish, why would I want to go to hell? Next question. How did you lose to Ian in tennis? Okay, that's technically not a false presupposition. So I'll answer this question. I lost to Ian in tennis. I don't know how. He's got skills, and I think he's cheating. Next question. Which is your favorite scene with me on your show? My favorite scene? Oh, what a fantastic question. You know the time I sprayed that radioactive stuff on you and it harmed your DNA? That was fantastic! Next question. Who was more handsome, Keith or me? You. Why are you gay? Okay. Just because I asked you, I said who is more handsome, doesn't make them gay. What? He did that on purpose, that sniveling little bastard. Okay. I'm not gay. Have you ever murdered a man? Next question. Have you ever murdered a person? Have you ever killed a person? How am I answering these? I've got a dark past. It wasn't murder, I assure you. What was in the COVID shots? I don't like these questions. I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay. I'm gonna give you a little. I'm not gonna answer the question, but I'm gonna leave you with a little thought. It depends which shot you got. Yeah. What is COVID? COVID is a coronavirus that was engineered in a laboratory. It has been engineering in multiple laboratories from Ukraine to Wuhan and in North Carolina. It has been in the works for approximately 30 years, and it is a gain-of-function virus. Next question. Did you make COVID? Maybe. Next question. This is from Hayden McBloke. What is the kinkiest things you've ever shared with Jane or Jessica? Want to get kinky. Next question. Why is there a Bible under your pillow? Just in case I am horrifically wrong. Next question. This is all from Hayden McBloke, by the way. What percentage of your elitist friends are homosexual? What percentage? I haven't worked it out, but roughly half of them. Next question. Is it true that you have an elitist card where you can wave around whenever you get into trouble? That's a myth. No. What happened to you? What happened to that kid you locked up in your basement in I'm not answering that. What the heck? 2014. I'm not answering that. That's none of your business. Stuff happened, okay? Got out of hand. Next question. Who made the Big Bang? Obviously me. What did you use to measure your IQ? Standard IQ test. How many people have you killed, including second and third degree? Well, if you count the third degree. Who knows? Next question. How much more on future global plans are you aware of compared to the average person? All of them. All the future plans compared to the average person. Who was your least favourite nephew? I hate them all, to be honest. I'm going to go with Amish. You're lucky. Because he's an actual criminal, and I don't like criminals. He sold meth. Next question. How come you haven't killed off Ian yet? Well, Hayden, just because I'm an atheist doesn't mean I don't have morals. Next question. Who's Barry? I heard he's gay and he has a trans wife. Oh. He doesn't have a trans wife, audience. It's a myth. It's complicated. Barry was... Yeah. I'll just say two things. He's black, and he used to be a president. I'm not saying anything else, okay? You can work out from that, okay? Have you ever been to the moon? These questions are really... I don't regret doing this. Have I ever been to the moon? You know what? I'm just going to say yes. Are you going to believe me or not? I don't care. Why won't you invite me back on the show? Because you're a snivelling little two-timing smart-witted bastard. Your epistemology towards morals seems pretty shaky. What's it based off? My epistemology of my theory of knowledge, my axiom of knowledge, okay, is known as empiricism. Okay? Amish. Yeah. Who is Barry? In all caps. I just told you. I'm saying it again. Next question. Amish. Is Barry someone we know? Yes, it is. Have I met him? No, you haven't. Wanna buy? I'm not buying dope from you. What did you do with Mick? Mick is no more. So you need to know. What did you do with Billy? I don't know what happened to Billy. He's actually gone. Do snitches get stitches? I don't... Yes, maybe. I don't know. Is Billy still alive? I don't know. We don't know where he is. You know where he was. You tell me. Do you think I can get a plea deal if I tell you where my base of ops is? What? Do you think I could get a plea deal if I tell where my base of ops is? I hope not. And next question. And where Billy is? I hope not. Next question from Christian. I'm a little bit mortified by that. Okay. Next question by Christian CSW. Name all your 10 out of 10 Imagine Dragons songs. Okay. There are 3 of them. They are Nothing Left to Say, The Fall, and the other one is I'll Make It Up to You. They're all amazing songs. Okay, next question by Amish. Oh, here we go. Did we land in the moon in the 60s? No, we did not in the 60s. That's all I'll say. Yes. I don't think that's like big news. I think everyone knows that anyway. Next question by Christian CSW. Is tap water worse for you than sewer water? No, it is not. That is insane. The heck? Next question from Amish. Who started it? Ukraine or Russia? Neither. Who started it? Israel or Palestine? Neither. Next question. Who started it? Ian or Jason? This is from Christian. The other 2 were from Amish. Who started Ian or Jason? Who started it? I came out of the womb first, so I started it. Next question from Amish. Did Hitler escape Germany? Yes. Yes, he did. Next question from Amish. Did you meet Hitler? Would you believe it if I said no or yes? If I said yes or no, would you actually believe me anyway? I'm just going to answer it, because it doesn't make a difference. So it doesn't make a difference when I say it. It's going to say the truth anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yes, I did. Yay! Next question from Christian, CSW. Is Disney frozen somewhere? Where is he? He is frozen somewhere. That's common knowledge. Where is he? I actually don't know. I haven't wasted my brain cells finding out, because I don't care for that man. He's also a racist. Next question from Captain Gold. Have you met Elon Musk, and what are your thoughts on him? I have met him, actually, multiple times. And I think he's a good man, and his intentions are correct. But he's way over his head. Next question. Who killed JFK? If so, and why? Who killed JFK? The guy in the sewers did. And if so, well, it was a combination of the CIA and the mob. Okay. Why? Why was it done? Federal Reserve. Okay, next question. But seriously, what the hell happened to my freaking placenta? You can guess who that's from? Shut up! Next question from Hayden McBloke. How long do you think you'll live for? How long do you think I'll live for? I think I'll live for approximately 600 billion years. Heat death of the universe. How part cyborg are you already? Not much. Kind of ashamedly so, not much. But, you know, I'm working on the technology and I'm very close to it. When will cyborg, this is from Christian now. When will cyborg enhancements be available for everyone? Asking for a friend. When will they be available for everyone? They will never be available for everyone. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. He who controls the power of the cyborg technology controls the future. Just saying. That's a little hint. Next question from Mr. Cat the Wide. Question 3 from me. Since you're an atheist, what do you think happens after death? I think after death your body decomposes. That's it. Question 4. Favorite movie? Now this is a very difficult question. Very difficult question. What would be my favorite movie of all time? I think I want to say Interstellar, but that wouldn't be true. You know, I'm just going to go with tried and tested Gladiator. When did you start using JFluid full time? This is from Gold. And what made you switch to it? I switched to JFluid full time. I had it as a supplementary over 10 years ago, but I switched to it full time about, I think it was in 2018. Gold. What made me switch to it? The inevitable decay of the human body made me switch to it. I was concerned about the future and the future of mankind without my existence, so I switched to it. Because it turns out that the cyborg technology is a little bit further away than I initially thought it would be. I thought it would be out by now. Next question. Why did you make the video private? Huh? What video? This is from Ian, by the way. Why did you make the video private? I don't know what you're talking about. Ian? What does this question mean? Why did you make the video private?
Where? Right here. Oh, the one where you know how you went upstairs and you put on the moody music, and then you went to Sonny, you said, "Hey, Handy," and then he was like, "Yes."
Okay, don't listen to him, audience. I gave him too much airtime.
You recorded it.
I didn't. He's lying. I didn't do anything.
You told me to record it, James.
Shut up! Next question by Ian. Why are you into sex terms? I can't believe full speech opposition to this question. Why hung the change? Reword the question. This is an appropriate question. Why are you not into sex terms? Because I am not a perverted sexual freak. Next question. The LGBT put A in the acronym for asexuals. So you're asexual and you're part of the LGBT movement. Why, Jason? The fact that they put A in the LGBT pride movement sickens me. I am the opposite of LGBTQ. The LGBTQ movement is based around sexual freedom and perverse sexual people. I am nothing but sexual. I'm against heterosexuals. That's how much of a non-sexual pervert I am. Not what I think of the LGBTQI! Next question from Ian. Thoughts on me? Smiley face. You're a pathetic, belligerent old bastard, a belligerent old fart, a steaming cow dung. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to live life to its fullest, audience. Live life to its fullest. And worship me. There are points in this by Ian McBlock. Yes, there are points. There's a whole point to this. Next question from Nilsson. First question from Nilsson. Could you see any album tying Viva La Vida of Death and All His Friends? Can I see any album? I actually don't think so. No, I think it's my favourite album of all time by Coldplay. Next question from Nilsson. What have you enjoyed most from American culture? What have I enjoyed most from American culture is they are hard workers for the most part. Well, they used to be. So there's a growing trend of people who aren't very hard workers. They're hard workers, and they are honest people. And there are wholesome people. That's what my thoughts are on the American culture. Next question. Why are you so awesome, Jason? What a fantastic, well put through, well written question. Well, I'm awesome. It's actually literally my middle name, Jason Awesome McBlock. Why am I awesome? I don't know. It's kind of inborn. It's kind of this thing, you can't really teach it. It's like, it's so inborn. Who wrote this amazing question? Oh, it was me. Next question from Christian, CSW. Why won't people worship you, Jason? What a good question. Good question. Why don't people worship me? Why the heck aren't you worshiping me yet? Because people have to have a substandard IQ and they don't see what needs to be worshipped right in front of them. If they open their rotten eyes, I can see. Next question from Ian McBlock. What will you say to God on Judgment Day? This is a false presupposition in the question. What will I say to myself on Judgment Day would be the correct one. And you know what I'll say to myself on Judgment Day? Well done, Jason. You have done a remarkably good job not to murder your brother. Despite all the incredible provocation and perfect will and desire and all the easy access that you had to do so. Next question by Captain Gold. Is Ian a failed test subject? You can beat the judge of that, audience. No, he's not. I wish he was. I just set a joke. How many bears did you have to kill whilst in Canada? For some gold, of course. Countless. Probably, I would say dozens. Thoughts on each generation. Silent generation, baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha. Start with the silent generation. I'll be brief. Silent generation. I don't know much about them. They're before my generation, so I'm unqualified to give my expert opinion on baby boomers. What do I think of baby boomers? Baby boomers are traditional and trusting of the establishment very much. They very much trust the establishment, and they can be very stubborn and very annoying people to deal with. I'm baby boomer myself, and I don't get along very well with baby boomers. Gen X are a very rebellious generation, audience. They're very do it myself. I don't trust the system, and I am. Yeah, they're also, they're a bit more perverted than the baby boomers. Next question, but millennials are similar to baby boomers. They're very stubborn. They stick to what they believe in. They can't be reasoned with a lot of the time, and they're very they're annoying in my opinion. I don't like millennials. Gen Z, they are. It's kind of hard to define Gen Z because Gen Z has there's two types of Gen Z. There's the older Gen Z and there's the younger Gen Z. The majority of the older Gen Z, people like Gold and Nilsson, they're good people. I like them. They're generally more rebellious. They don't trust the establishment, and they are much more interesting people. Much more interesting than millennials. Young Gen Z, they've gone to hell. Next question, Gen Alpha. They're like the younger Gen Z, they've gone to hell. There's no hope for them. How long have you had your home in Australia? I've been here since 2018. Audience. Before that, I lived in a different home in Australia. And before that, I lived in Canada. Next question. is a stereotype? This is from the Mao. And what is a stereotype you have long believed or still believe to this day? What's a stereotype? Stereotypes. Ooh, stereotypes. Ooh, I love a good stereotype. Women are the inferior sex. Next question. By Ray McNice Burger O Yum. I don't know who this is. Are you gay? This is for the guy thinking this. No, I'm not gay. Next question by the Guildmaster 3000. Trans makes vestite erect. I don't understand this question, so I'm going to say, wait, trans person and a vestite. Vestite is short for transvestite. Erect. Has something to do with an erection? So maybe a vestite is a male transvestite and a trans is a female transvestite. Can a female transvestite make a male transvestite erect? Possibly. I mean, they're perverts. Anything can make them erect. Next question. By Christian, CSW, to Jason. What do you think a trib is? I don't know. Probably... I'm going to go with... He says bibs and tribs, Keith. So bibs probably means boobs. Tribs probably means buttocks because he's pervert. Next question from the Mao. Ed. Favourite snack? J Fluid. Next question from Shavajappy Bark. Alex. Your microwave and computer are both on fire, but you can only save one. Which one do you save? Obviously my computer. That's a stupid question. Computer has all the sensitive documents on there. Microwave is something to replace very quickly. Next question from Ed, the Mao. What's something that you thought was cool but now see as cringe? A difficult question. That's a very difficult question. I'm going to say groovy music. Next question from the Mao, Ed. Thoughts on crime or mystery fictional / documentaries? I like them. Good stuff. Keeps my brain going and I like it very much. Next question by Captain Gold. When did you discover Alan Parsons? It was given to me as a gift back in the 70s, but I never really... The vinyl on the first... The iRobot. No, it wasn't iRobot. It was Tales of Mystery and Imagination. And I never actually heard it because I just thought the cover art was interesting. But I actually listened to it for the first time about 10 years ago. No, I think it was... No, it was about 8 years ago. Yeah. Next question from Ian McBloke. Do you think girls ever think, oh, she's on her moment, I better be careful? Or is that just a guy thought? What do I think, Ian? Yes, I think women think that as well. And they can't not, obviously, right? Next question from Mr. Captain Wide. What is the fabric of space? The fabric of space is a beautiful symphony of physics from the quantum world, and it all comes together like a beautiful symphony or harmony. That's what makes the world spin, and it's quite beautiful from a mathematical perspective. Next question from Christian CSW. How and why also? Why am I awesome and how did I get this awesome? I've already answered this question. Next question from Nielsen. Nielsen said, good songs from bad music artists. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you one I can think of off the top of my head. What's his name? La 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 la. The Weeknd. Weeknd made that song, The Blinding Lights. That was a good song from bad artists. What is Ian's endgame? Ian's endgame? I don't know. Die in a corner somewhere? Question from Ian. My endgame. Yeah, your endgame is to die in a corner. Question from AYXT. Opinions on Ryan Gosling. I have no opinion on him. I don't care for him. I have no negative opinion and no positive opinion on him. Next question from Nielsen. Top 5 restaurants / fast food places you've been to in America. Always hard. Red Robin would probably be the best. Five Guys, the burger and fries is very good. There's no particular order. What else? I kind of like Dairy Queen. That's 3. I haven't been to many. I went to a Krispy Kreme shop once. That was pretty good. And finally, I am. I don't mind a little bit of McDonald's, I suppose, but I'm scraping the bottom barrel because I can't really think of anything else. Because I haven't really been to many, since you have seen a lot more of it over time, what is what is it you enjoy about WWE? I don't mind. It's kind of reminds me. It's like silly, stupid entertainment. It's always like when I see the two guys out there smashing each other with all their cool. I guess the thing I enjoy most about it is how well they can act their moves. They're quite very skillful stuntmen. I think that's what I enjoy about it most. Just the spectacle of watching these stuntmen. Yes. What do I think of wrestling sport? Wrestling sport itself. Wrestling. I think the scripted stuff is entertaining, but in the end silly. I actually am quite happy to watch a little bit of a real fight, audience, like a boxing match. That stuff can be very interesting, and I kind of like that. Thoughts on this is from Shavajappy now. The last three were from Nielsen. This one's from Shavazappy, aka Alex, aka Bark. Thoughts on the Discord app itself? I think it's a fantastic platform. It is the only one I'm not banned from because I make my own rules, audience. That's right, I'm free to say whatever I want, and I can't get banned from it because I make my own rules in my own server. That's what my thoughts are. Next question from Ed the Mao. Which would you rather get rid of permanently, Twitter or TikTok? That's so easy. TikTok. Twitter's okay. TikTok's a disgrace. Next question from... See, Twitter's the only platform, mainstream social media that I actually don't mind. The rest are all trash, garbage. Next from Christian CSW. What is the exact formula for the current version of JFood? Got to add to my recipe. It's got a little bit of Nanya and a little bit of business. Okay, next one from the Mound, Ed. I've already answered that question, Ed. Christian, so I'm not going to answer it again. Next question from the Mound, Ed. What is the most frustrating thing about Attack on Titan for you so far? Probably the characters. There's quite a few characters that I very much dislike, especially Mikasa, and second would be Eren. What do I think about... why do I hate Mikasa? Well... Okay, I get it. She's supposed to have these superpowers, and she was given these superpowers somehow, and I don't know about it yet. Okay, so apparently her unnatural strength isn't unrealistic. Okay, fine, I can get that. But why is it that everyone just assumes that it's normal? Yeah, it's normal. A woman being up a man. Nothing to question about that. Nothing at all to question about that. Do you know how insanely opposite to the real world that is? It's just ridiculous. Anyway, next question. Thoughts on Christopher Nolan? This is from... No. Next question is from Ed the Mao again. What's a movie that you love that many around you hate? What a fantastic question. I love Terminator Salvation and I love Dunkirk. I think they're both remarkably underrated and amazing and well-directed movies. So, next question from Captain Gold. Thoughts on Christopher Nolan as a writer and director? I think he's the greatest writer / director / producer of a movie of all time. That's right, audience. Next question from Ian. How do your breasts feel, buddy? My chest feels quite normal. Next question from Ian. Jason? Yes? That's not a question. Next question from Mr. Captain Wide. As an atheist, what do you think of the Mandelbrot set? I think it is a microcosm and a good analogy for the universe itself. I think the more you zoom in, the more complex it gets. And I would say that though the Planck length is the smallest measurable distance that has been discovered, I think that it is rather naive to think that there was that's something that in the future we'll all believe. The state of beliefs over the years have changed so many times that it would be rather naive to believe that what we believe now about the universe is exactly what we'll believe in the future. So I believe that it's a good euphemism for the world itself around us. Next question from Daku. Why do you think you're always smart when you're not? I don't like this presupposition, Daku, because I am smart. So why do I think I'm smart when I am smart? Well, because I am smart. Next question from Did Porter in past boast your ego? Does she mean boost my ego? Yes. Whenever I meet people of low IQ, it boosts my ego very much. Another one from Daku. If you had to face anyone in chess, who would it be and why? That would be Stephen Hawking. Rest in peace. Next question. Are you secretly in love with anyone who is human? No. Next question from Amish. Boobs or ass? Do I have to answer this? Okay. Guys have asses. There you go. That answers the question. Bibs or tribs? Guys have tribs. That's from Guildmaster. Next question from Nilsson. Who gets into the incinerator first? Amish or Keith? That would be Amish. Next question. Top films of all time. Top films of all time. Gladiator. I like Gladiator. I like Braveheart. I like Interstellar. I like Dark Knight. I like Dunkirk. I like Inception. I like Oppenheimer. I think those would be the main ones I can think of at the moment. I can't think of... None that come to mind at the moment. I'm sure there's plenty of other good ones out there, but none come to mind at the moment. And a McBlog Show episode you feel deserves more appreciation. That would be Toxic Tension. This is from another question from Nielsen. Toxic Tension, in my opinion, is a fantastic episode. Next question from the Guildmaster 7. Guildmaster 3000. He said, when is season 7 coming? That's a good question. Probably in about 2-3 weeks. Very close to doing it. Who is the dumber, Jason or Ian? This is from Keith. Well, that's easy. Ian. Next question from Gold. Why do you love the gated reverb so much? It is a fantastic way to have a beat to music. Now, I also like the bass beat, the sound. But that is used so often in music. Why can't we have a bit of both? I mean, they're both sides of the spectrum. One's a high-pitched, one's a low-pitched sound. So I think they should be used equally, and I think that the lower-pitched sound is used far more than the higher-pitched sound, which is the gated reverb. That's why I like the gated reverb. I think it is an essential part to making a good beat for a song. Next question. Why is the most evil person you've met Who is the most evil person you've met, both by your standards and societal standards? For my standards, the most evil person I have ever met. Well, I can't tell you his name, audience, because that's classified, but he's this man I've met, and he's a sick mumbo-jumbo, and I disagree with him very vehemently. And he would also be considered the most evil by societal standards as well. He has a lot of power, and he does not think too kindly of mankind, let's put it that way. He sees them as ants. Next question. Cancer on the planet. Next question from Captain Gold again. Thoughts on Henry Kissinger? Rest in peace. That's my thoughts on him. He was, we didn't get along and everything, but he was a good friend, let's put it that way. Next question from Gold. Thoughts on everyone's album night? Thoughts on everyone in album night? Okay, Gold is very critical, which can be fun, but can also be a tad annoying sometimes, but you gotta take the good with the bad. Nilsson is very laid back, and I think he has a very good rating system, and I think he's the most balanced in his ratings out of everyone else. But then again, I'm just comparing it to my ratings, so we'll say make one of that. CSW. He rates everything a little bit too high, but if you forget about that, I think his ratings are pretty good, and he's generally a positive vibe in album night, which is good. Ian's gay. Next one will be Ed. He's a lot more critical. It's a bit like CSW's, but everything's a bit lower. He doesn't speak as much as I'd like on everyone else compared to everyone else in the album night, so he kind of just hangs around. But that's okay. To each his own. I guess he's a bit more introverted, so to say. It's okay. Next question. What do I think about Watergate? What do I think about it? I think the whole thing was quite laughable, honestly. It was like a brief time in history where just a teensy-wincy bit of the corruption was unveiled to the public. Just a teensy-wincy bit was unveiled to the public, and the whole world they all freaked out. It's like, if you think that's bad, if you think that's bad. Anyway, next question. Was Nixon at fault, or was he framed? If so, and why? Both. Bit of both. If so, and why? Why? Why was he framed? Well, he was at fault, but he was also the fall guy, because there were other people involved. Next question. from Ian. Jason, are you on Heat? No. Next question. Amish, what's the perviest thing you've ever done? What's the perviest thing I've ever done? Once I looked at this woman, and I thought, she's beautiful. That's a question from Christian CSW. Can you make other people on an assembly line other than yourself? I could make anyone if I was able to download their consciousness, which I could do in the future, and put them on an assembly line. Yes, I could. Would I? Probably not. Next question. When did Hitler really die? From Captain Gold. Many years after World War II. Many decades. He got pretty old. Next question from Christian CSW. On a scale from 1 to 100, 1 being low and 100 being high, how would you rate your neuroplasticity? 95. I love my brain. Next question from Ed the Mao. Do you think Among Us has made you any smarter? Well, I don't think it has made me smarter, but it has unveiled a lot of interesting information about the human psyche. But, well, the only sample size I have is amongst people who are much younger than me, because I've only played with younger people, mostly millennials and Gen Z, with a touch of Gen Alpha. And I have learned a little bit about them, about how the way other humans think and stuff like that. But has that made me smarter? I doubt it. Next question from Ian McBloke. What is taking Season 7 so long to publish? Well, Ian, it's taking so long because you're taking forever to get the cutscenes done. Next question. What are you most excited about Season 7? What a good-looking question. There are many episodes in this season that are so fantastic, and I can't wait for you all to see it. Stuff like, the Minecraft is going to be really, really good. Got some Red Dead Redemption audience. We got rid of the Five Nights at Freddy's episode series. We replaced it with Red Dead Redemption 2. And that's going to be a hoot of a series. The Minecraft series is better than ever. And I just think it's overall, you got to really look forward to this season. It's fantastic. Next question from me. When can we expect Season 7? Probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. I think I've already answered this question. The trailer should be out in about 1 or 2 weeks. And you know what? No. The trailer will be out in about 1 or 2 weeks. But the series won't be out for another probably 6-7 weeks. That's probably that, most likely. But we'll see. Next question. Last question. Here we go. There's no way your Q&A will be done in over an hour, surely. Well, it's been 52 minutes, audience, and I went through it as fast as I possibly could. So, you're welcome. That's it. You've run out of opportunities to ask me questions, audience. So, thank you for listening, if you've listened all the way. And you know what? One more thing you need to know is you should worship me.